What do you want to do today?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can show them how we do that stuff.
What stuff?
Well, you know?
No, what?
I don't know how to say that, but you know that I'm the original. You're just a clone.
That was mean. You can stay. You're still useful.
Oh, that was hurtful. Wait, does this mean that I'm only a clone too?
How was it?
Those kind of shots are not so complicated to do. There's just a couple of things to keep in mind, otherwise it will be a nightmare in post-production or just impossible to do. The first one is to have a fixed camera. If you want to have motion, you will need a motorized head or a dolly. I'll come back on this later. The reason why you want your camera to be super fixed is that when you will do your video editing, the only thing you will have to do, and we will see this a bit later, is to put a crop with a little fade. As the background will be exactly the same for the two shot, that will be very easy. Let's do an example. Let's say that I come here and I say, yeah, no, need to take a bit of time. Like a little pause. Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, now move here to do the other character. Hey, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. You see, the camera didn't move. But if I move it just a little bit, just like that, and I try to do that again. Hey, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. You see that, well, I just can't. I just can't. Even if I try to move it, the camera angle, they change. It's just impossible to, doesn't work. But the stability of your camera is not the only thing that is very important if you want to be able to apply your mask flawlessly. The light, for example, is very important. This is why I filmed the intro of that video at night. With all those windows, it would be impossible to do that kind of shots in the day. Imagine, I do my first shot in a beautiful sunny day, and then when I come to do the second part, there's a cloud coming by. All the ambience would dramatically change. Good luck to match those shots. Let's make an example. No, I think it's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna turn off one of my spotlight. Okay, then I arrive over here and I will say something like, it's kind of dark over here. No, I think it's fine. See that line? Yeah. See, just turn on the light and, well, everything is fine. But ideally, you can do that in a very sunny day with no cloud, but still you have to be quick because the sun moves and the shadow too. Or in the best situation, you do that only with artificial lights. This means in a studio with no window, or if you are in the same situation as I am, you do that at night. But there's something else that must be invariable, and that's your camera settings. Yeah, all of them. And take those notes. Exposure, aperture, ISO, white balance, and focus. All of them must be manual. Imagine, I'll do the example just right now. Actually, my camera is all in manual except for the focus. So if I move closer, well, it follows my face. So if I do a shot with a character behind me, well, of course, the focus will move. So, what could I do?
I don't know. I'm trying to work and there's something weird about the focus over there.
Okay, and I'll go over there to make that shot.
Hey, what's up? What you're doing? I don't know. I'm trying to work and there's something weird about the focus over there.
There's a very weird line over there. That's weird. So it's the same principle for all the settings of your camera as they all change something visually. And there is something else. Do not cross the line. Let's move that to make the same example. That was closer over here. And I did a shot here. This one was very easy because I was standing over here and I was talking to the character that was on the other side of the table. So in that case, I can say that the line is right there. See, that's the further I can reach, and I can go on the other side and that's the further I can reach. So there's no trouble. Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. Sorry if the frame is not perfect. But the thing is, when I did the plan, I was thinking to put the computer guy on this side and the clone on the other side. But the problem here is that, well, I can't do that because when I tell the clone that he's only a clone, he moves to the chair over there that is actually behind me. And this, you don't want to do this. Oh no, you don't want to do this because you will have to edit your mask frame by frame. You're gonna have to create a mask perfectly over you. So you just don't want to make that. So never cross the line. Make sure you never pass over your other character. Always stay side by side. Oh, and there is one other thing. You will need to prepare yourself a script. All of your characters will need to say their script at the right moment and if possible in just one take, as doing a cut on just one side of the image might look weird in some situation. So you say out loud your first sentence and then once it's done, you immediately imagine the sentence of your other character in your head so you can keep following at the right moment when he's done. So you do your take and then you imagine him doing its take and then you do yours and yeah, you understand. If it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. You can still retime your shot. Well, actually the shot that you have seen at the beginning, well, I totally missed it. I was totally out of sync and I retimed it and it wasn't so bad, I think. Well, it could have been better, but it wasn't so bad. You will see how I did in the video editing part. However, if you do your shot with the movement, with the motorized head, then you will need to be perfectly synchronized because you won't be able to retime it. When you do a movement on your shot, that required nothing more on the video editing part. You will set your mask the same way and that's it. But your camera will need to move at the same speed over the same period of time. That is something very easy to do when you have the right equipment and impossible to do manually. If I had to do it again, I would do it with my Yestalgia kit. It's not a kit that I can recommend because I never liked it, but still, if I get rid of that thing and well, I would like to buy another one and I would probably buy the same. Its build quality is great. It works most of the time. And even though if it's expensive, it's way more affordable than many other devices. So that's all right. In fact, there's only two things I hate about it. First one is that I need my phone to control it and the connection is not always flawless. It takes a bit too long to configure in my opinion. And to power it off, you need to remove the battery. There's no power button. I know that was 3 things, but for example, I was able to do the following video thanks to it, and that was very easy. And sorry, this one is actually in French.
Hey Pascal. Ah, pas toi encore. Ouais. Ben dans le fond, je veux m'acheter une caméra, mais je sais pas vraiment trop quoi choisir. Ça, qu'est-ce que tu me conseillerais d'acheter? Ça, c'est une bonne question. Faudrait faire une capsule là-dessus. Ouais, ça, c'est une bonne idée.
So, yeah, it does the job. And it's very easy to do. You take the app, you move the head, this one rotate, and this one move from left to right. So you set a point A and a point B, and you set the time you want it to take to move between those 2 points, and that's it. It will redo exactly the same movement the number of time you want. So, if you want it, the link is in the description to order it. But now, let's jump to the computer part. I will do that part on Final Cut, because that's the video editing software that I use, but it will be the same principle in any other software. Let's do this. So we now have reached the Final Cut part. So there we are. That is the shot in question. That is just right here.
It is a 19-minute shot. Sorry about the audio.
It's a Mac, so it's hard to record internally, so you will hear it over my microphone over here. So that's the shot. What do I do now? I will cut it just to take the best part. And I did multiple shots, so I did a multiple retake just in case that the one I want is not fine. I can go get another one, but usually the last one I do is the best. So the first one, so you see here, I did the shot where I stand to the computer, the original. I did that shot few times, but I redid it at the end because I thought to something that could be great to insert to that one in the back. So I had a take, so I redid it. So usually I keep the last one, so I will keep the last one over here. So I was typing at my keyboard over here. I will go back as far as possible. I will probably love, love. Okay, now I'm typing, so this is good. So I hit Command B for the blade, just to cut that part. And then, so I do my speech, loth, let's play that, and that's over. Like that. Okay, so that's the end. So this, I will bring it at the beginning, because I will want to use it. And then I want the second part. So the second part is when this guy come in, I will take the very last one. So I'll go fast forward until I'm on the couch. That one, go back, and I should see the end where I'm crying like a baby over there. All right, go back, hit Command B for the blade to cut it, and we will get the beginning of it. So you see, that's the shot where I talk. Where do I talk? Over here, I talk, and waiting right there on the chair. That's the beginning over here. So that's the shot number 2. Bring it at the second position. And finally, there will be this one. Where is it? Did I cut something? Oh, this one. Okay, let's listen to that one because I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, that was hurtful.
That's great.
Wait, is this...
Okay, so you see here,
That was hurtful.
that was a take number 1. I only did it once. That's weird.
That was hurtful.
I did it twice.
That was hurtful. Hmm.
Which one do I like the most?
Wow, that was hurtful.
I think I prefer the second one. So I'm gonna cut a bit before. I'm using the audio mark right here to cut at the right place. So I cut it here. I have a bit of delay, and then I come in. I don't want to cut. Maybe I will want to fade in. We'll see. Maybe we will not need it, but I want to give me the chance to do it if I want to do it.
That was hurtful. Hmm.
And then I hide, so I'm gonna. So that's the first part. I will just set it at the end. And then what do we have? You see, I missed that one. So this one will probably be the right one.
Wait, does this mean that I'm only a clone too?
All right. So this is the second part. So I will bring it also at the beginning, and we will see what we do with it later. I will start with those two shots, and then I will have the third one. This, technically, I will not need it, but I will not delete it for now because I just want to see if what I did take is good. Okay, so for that part, the first thing that we'll do is that I will synchronize it with the audio track. So the first thing I have to say is this.
Hey, what do you want to do today?
And then the reply, I can recognize it very easily on the timeline because of that audio mark over here. So here is my answer.
Well, I don't know.
So technically this just right here need to come right after that. So I will take this shot and bring it over.
What do today? Well, hey, what do you want to do today? Well, I don't know. Maybe we can show them how we do that stuff. No, what?
You see, now the timing is not so great. Well, in fact, it's terrible. It's very terrible. So I could go try to take another one, or I can just arrange it. I will arrange it. That will be a great example. Okay, but not right now. First thing first, we need to apply a mask so we can see both character. I'm just hitting the V to hide the shot. So this will be a mask. We can get it into the effect tab over here, and it will be inside the section mask and keying. And the one that we will use for this is a graduated mask. So I'm gonna drag it right over here, and that will create that weird effect. If you want to understand what this is, I will hide this one under here. And you see here, I have 2 points. One is the center. So this is the center. This is where the mask starts. And this is the graded effect. So it just creates a soft grade between those 2 marks. So I can move it where I want. And the further away it is, the most it is graduated. So I will probably want to set it like that. Otherwise, I would lose myself just like that. I will make this one appear right under. Okay, so This is my center. So if I set it on the other side, now we have the two character. And this is the reason why I was saying that it is very, very important to have a very static environment in terms of lighting and in terms of camera. Every settings of the camera must be static. Otherwise, let's say that I will emulate what it will do. Let's say that I take the back one and I go inside exposure here and I put more exposure. That would do something as visible as that. Or maybe let's add a Gaussian blur on one side. That could do something, well, maybe that's exaggerated. But let's say it's like that because I'm speaking too close and it creates that and it doesn't look natural. So that's the reason why it's important to have a very static environment. Actually, I can even remove the graduate mask and just crop inside it. So let's crop from the right. And well, you can see it just a little bit. There's a little reflection on the couch over here. If you look at it, you can see that there is a little something. But that's it. It's very subtle. But I will keep my graduated mask and I will just put more space because I can do it. So I have my mask that is set just right here, but now the timing is not right. What we will do with that?
Hey, what do you want to do today? Well,
Okay, I'll just move it a little bit like that.
hey, what do you want to do today? Well,
Again, maybe.
hey, what do you want to do today?
Too close. Okay.
Hey, what do you want to do today? Well, I don't know. Maybe we can show them how we do. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can show them how we do.
I don't like this one. But just to show you, maybe I can do something better, but
I don't know.
the thing is, you see,
I don't know. Maybe we can.
right there, I want my other partner to take a look at the same place. And actually, it's just right here that I do it. So the thing that I want to show you is that I can hit Shift B for blade, but it's not a blade. Is it a blade? It's a timing blade, and I can slow that down. So this will do that.
What do you want to do today? Well, I don't know. Maybe we can show them how we do that stuff. What stuff?
It's not so bad, but I don't like it.
What do you want to do today? Well, I don't know. Maybe we can show them how we do that stuff. What stuff?
I will slow it. I will raise it up a little bit.
How we do that stuff. What stuff?
Yeah, I wanted that answer very quick,
That stuff. What stuff?
just like that.
Well, no what? You know?
Okay. Now I need to make this one faster.
Well, no what? That stuff. What stuff? That stuff. What?
It's a very good example. So hit the same thing for the other one and make it faster. So I can use the fast here and go like 4 times faster maybe.
What stuff? Stuff.
Not that much. 300 around.
Do that stuff. What stuff? Well, you know what?
Now the other one is too fast. I messed that up very, very hard. Oops. That's too slow. Sometimes it doesn't go so well to move the mice. So let's say 75.
Do that stuff. What stuff? Well, little wet. I don't know how to say.
Okay, and finally this one again, faster. Very good example. Let's say twice.
Little wet. I don't know how to say that, but you know that I'm the original. You're just those.
And this one is again too fast, so like that.
Say that, but you know that I'm the original. You're just a clone. That was mean. You can stay. You're still useful.
And to arrange this, because you see we will have a lack of frame, so it doesn't look so smooth. I'm gonna come right here on that. You see that thing right here. Move to video quality and go to optical flow. So this will create new frame, and if it's a simple shot just like this one, this will be fine. But if you have something more complicated with liquid or those kind of things, don't try to do that. If you have too complicated motion, the optical flow doesn't work well. There's no great solution for this, but the optical flow, when you have a simple shot like this one, usually does a great job. But the best idea would be to have a well synchronized shot. When you use the optical flow, you will have this guy over here, transcoding and analytics. You have to let it work so you can see what it gives. So let's fast forward this. Okay, so this is done. I don't know if the computer will be able to read it correctly, but let's see what it gives. You see, it's way more fluid than before. There's something in every frame. Doesn't look so natural, but if you don't know it, it's probably fine. Especially when I'm not moving a lot. Yep. Okay, so let's keep it that way. And then we need to have a third character.
You can stay. You're still useful.
Okay, actually I did start to cry very lately. What I will do is that I want to have those baby cry sooner. So what I will do is I will detach the audio over here because I don't want to do a cut inside the video. So I will detach the audio like that. Sit down and then start crying like that.
Useful.
Okay, and another thing that I will do is I will select them together, do option golf, and then create a compound clip out of it. And you see here, I think the chair is very far away, so I think we hear it too much. So from here, and the baby crying, I want to take it down also. I will reduce the volume just like that, slowly.
That was mean. You can stay. You're still useful.
Should be a little bit higher. That was too much.
Mean. You can stay. You're still useful.
That's a bit too much. But I want to hear the chair a bit more, so I'm gonna keep it that way and reduce it to, yeah. Better, okay. And then the last thing I need to input is the answer to that. So that's a loft that need to go inside that hole over here.
A clone too?
So I'm gonna move those two over here. Just, I want to see the fit. So there's a first one. I want to set the second one first because I know where it goes. See, that's the look and the loft. Just like that.
Wait, does this mean that I'm only a clone too?
All right, and can I place it just over here? Does it fit in the rest?
You can stay. You're still. Oh, that was mirthful.
I wanted to.
You're still. Oh, that was mirthful.
Okay. Okay, so what I need is that sentence right here to start right after the end of that one. So I'm gonna move it, that one in fact.
That was hurtful. Wait, does this mean that I'm only a clone too?
Now I miss a bit of time over here.
That was hurtful.
What do I do with that? I can slow down the other shots. Or I can cut this. And a bit of this also.
Wait, does this mean that I'm only a clone too?
Yeah, that will be the match. All right. Then, now as you can see, I need to create another mask because I only see this one. Before I do that, I want to see if this is the last frame of the first and this is the first of the last. And actually there's only a little glitch over here. If you take a look at the shadow, that's the only thing there is. That's not too bad. Don't think anybody will see it. Well, you will see it because you know it's there, but you won't see it. So just hit Option Golf to create a compound clip. So now this is only one clip. I do that because I want to only apply one effect. And now I will need to create another kind of mask. And this mask is actually a draw mask. So I take this mask over here and with it I can draw a mask just like that. And yeah, that should, yeah, we see, that's all right. If I move inside here, actually there's a red line where the mask is, and if I press on the effect here, you see we are not able to see where the mask is. This is why it's very important to have perfect settings. It's so much easier to cut. That's perfect. So, but if it's not, there's a thing you can do if you want to help. You can use the feather, and to show it to you, I'm gonna disable the other two shots. So that's the mask. You can see it very clearly now. And if you use the feather, where's my feather? Feather, like that, it will create that effect inside to make it less. I'm gonna still put one just by principle, but I don't need to. So now, what do I have? Well, that goes too far. I don't need to keep the rest. Okay, so let's shorten that one. Fit. Keep going a bit further, and that will be the end. All right, so there's another thing that I will do, is that I will select everything. Option J again to make a compound clip, and I will have that little effect of can burns. So I will start here and there. So now I have a little bit of motion. And before I read it now, because there is that optical flow, that motion, there's 3 layers, masks, that could be hard to read for the computer. So I'm gonna hit Control R, R for render, and I'm gonna wait for it to render it, and then we will take a look at it. The render, by the way, is not something that will modify something on your video. It's just to make your computer able to read it while you do your editing. It doesn't change anything. So now that it's over, let's see what we have.
Hey, what do you want to do today?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can show them how we do that stuff.
What stuff?
Well, you know?
No, what?
I don't know how to say that, but you know that I'm the original. You're just a clone. That was mean. You can stay. You're still useful. Oh, that was hurtful. Ooh. Wait, does this mean that I'm only a clone too?
So that was the result of it. Did you like it? Do you have any more questions? Do not hesitate to ask. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in another video. See ya.